Hey Rockstars, Troy Dean here from RockStar Empires, and welcome to another daily live stream here from the RockStar Empires studios in Melbourne, Australia. I'm very excited about today's show because we have a couple of things we want to show off, and we have a guest. That's right. Coming up on today's show, we are going to be crossing over to the United States of America, and we're going to be meeting and saying hello to my partner in crime, Kristina Romero. For those of you who may not know, Kristina is my partner in RockStar Empires. You may have seen this picture floating around Facebook recently, and one of our catchphrases, turn your passion into profit. And Kristina is going to show you how you can set up a live stream video studio in your home office or your small office on a shoestring budget. The truth is, we are building a prototype here in Melbourne, and the aim is that we're going to replicate this in the States once we get this prototype right. So we're going to go over and meet Kristina in the States, and she's going to show you how she has built a video studio there in her office on a bit of a shoestring budget and done a... But before we get there, I want to answer a question, very common question that I've been getting on email lately, which is, how have you guys got the time to do what it is you're doing? You seem to be spending all this time having lots of fun in the video studio and live streaming on Facebook. How have you got the time to do it? And it's a very good question. The truth is, we don't have any clients. We're broke. We don't have any clients. We don't have any clients because we have what I call a leveraged business. And a big shout out to my friend Dale Beaumont from Business Blueprint and Bryn, who taught me this concept, which is instead of repeating things in your business over and over again for clients, make the service once, package it up, put it online, and sell it as a product to customers. So what that means for us is we educate people about how to use the internet. In RockStar Empires, we educate people and small business owners how to use the internet to improve their business. And in our freelance space, we educate WordPress web design freelancers how to effectively run their business. So instead of doing that one-on-one for clients, which means essentially you're having the same conversation with lots of clients over and over again, and there's no leverage in that business. We have that conversation once, we package it up, we record it, we put it up on the internet, and we sell that to customers over and over again. And that's a leveraged business model. So the truth is, we actually have time on our hands to come down into the studio here and play, which is what we enjoy doing the most. So just a little bit of hopefully a little bit of inspiration there for you if you can think about how you can leverage what you're doing in your business, and instead of doing the same thing over and over again, do it once, package it up, put it online, and leverage that to create some leveraged income. All right, without further ado, we are now going to chime on over to the States, and Kristina recorded a little video for us showing us her home video studio in the hope that it might inspire some of you to try and set up your own studio at home and not be overwhelmed by all of this fancy stuff that we've got going on here, because you don't need all this fancy stuff. I just like having all this fancy stuff because I'm an idiot. So without further ado, let's go and say hi to Kristina.
Hi, Troy. It's Kristina, coming to you recorded from the East Coast of the United States. Okay, so you're showing off your little Melbourne studio with your fancy little walls and your fancy little plants. This is my studio. This is our US studio until we get a more legit one. But I want to show you because I'm really proud of it. So I'm going to pick up the webcam and show you around. But basically, it's just an office with the backdrop here. So you can see I got the little rollers up there with white and gray. I'm kind of shouting into the mic. There we go. And then I've got this beautiful little wall. See that? And that's actually laminate flooring on the wall that I nailed to the wall and hung the guitar. And then, yes, that is a fake plant. Don't tell anyone. And then a lovely little picture, a lovely little cool chair. And then my look at that. See, that's the actual floor. Not so tidy, but it looks tidy. You see this, it looks tidy. So I've got some softbox lights there where the door is, and then my green screen's back there too. But that's my fancy office. That's my fancy office. And let's pull this down here. This is my mic. It's a Blue Yeti. Let's see. And I do like the Rode podcasting mic better for the little boom arm. I could put this on a boom arm, yes. So it's really the boom arm I'm jealous of. And then everything else to the right of me is just an office, not really well decorated. But that's because all people need to see is this part. So you just decorate what people will see. And I know you were jealous of my plant, which is why you went to IKEA and got multiple plants. Because you're jealous of my plant and my chair. But I got all this beautiful stuff from wayfair.com. Free shipping. But yeah, so now I feel very confident in doing my little videos because it looks fancy. Fancy schmancy. And then this jacket brought to you by Troy. My fancy jacket. Because Troy says it's important that we dress the part. So he got me a fancy jacket. But that's my studio. And it doesn't take much to make a fancy studio. I wish I could swap this around and show you that it's like just a wall right here. And the softbox lights are like right on me. Right there. And it's really, really bright. So if I don't adjust my Logitech webcam settings, I'll show you. I am washed out. See that? So I have to adjust because I don't have space like your studio. So I don't have space to really push those softbox lights all the way back to give it more depth. I don't have enough space for that. So I have to adjust the brightness settings on my webcam because these are right there. That's it. And you can adjust a lot of things. I can white balance this. Look at that. I can white balance. I can color intensity. I can make it woo, pretty crazy, right? So we're not going to do that. Maybe warm it just a little bit. Warm it up. But that's in the Logitech camera settings. So no digital SLR here in our fancy East Coast studio. Just a Logitech webcam and 2 softbox lights. Not even 3. I don't even get 3 here. Don't even get them, just 2. And paper, some wayfair.com furniture, a fake plant. But it works. So you do what you got, right? So anyway, so tossing back to you in the Melbourne studio.
So clearly, it can be done. You can set up. Thank you very much, Kristina, for shooting that video for us last night. You can set up a home video studio in your home office or your small office without spending a truckload of money and investing in a whole bunch of infrastructure here. The other thing that I noticed is that when we were showing Kristina on the video, our viewership went up. What's going on? I'm feeling a little bit unloved right now. More people watching Kristina than watching me. Would really appreciate it if you could give me some love. All right, a couple of things I do want to show you on the computer here is if you were interested in what Kristina was talking about, her Logitech webcam, if you are on a Mac and you buy the Logitech webcam, you only have sort of limited control over what you can do with the white balance and the color settings like she was explaining. So you will need to get this app from the Mac App Store. It's called Webcam Settings by Mactaris. It's about $13 here in Australia, or about $1.50 in America. And it gives you more control over focus and white balance and lighting so that you can do some of the things that Kristina was talking about there. And the other thing I wanted to show you was, of course, RockStar Empires, our flagship course on how to make a course, is now open. RockStar Empires is everything you need to create and launch your own lucrative online courses. So if you have ever thought about creating and selling a course on the internet, now is the time to join RockStar Empires. We are open for 7 days only. 7 days, 1 hour and 59 minutes left. That little countdown timer down the bottom of the screen will count down, and once it reaches 0, we're done, and you won't be able to join again until we open next, and I'm not sure when that will be. So just wanted to give you a heads up that that is happening right now. I think that's about it. I think we're about done, unless there are any other questions. I might just have a quick look on the Facebook live stream Doesn't seem like there are any questions there right now, so everyone's pretty happy with everything. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to be answering some more questions about the RockStar Empires program. And I'm going to answer the most common question. Tomorrow I'm going to answer the most common question we get about the RockStar Empires program or about creating and selling online courses. The most common question we get is, well, I don't feel like an expert, so therefore I don't think I can teach a course. And I'm going to address that question in tomorrow's live stream. I hope you can tune in then. Until then, I'm Troy Dean, you're watching RockStar Empires, and it's your turn to rock.